Alright guys, I'm going to show you step by step how I'm going to be putting this together and how I'm going to be painting it. Also, just want to show you real quick the ball predator in process. So these are all the bits that you need separate to paint this puppy up. Make it look all nice and pretty. Here's my original balls pred, the one that's metal. So this has got some weight to it. There has been times when I did an Apocalypse game where this puppy fell and I had to do some touch-ups because it's metal, so it doesn't stick too well. It doesn't have that same pull. It's got that weight to it. It chipped right here. You can't see it anymore, but because I painted it up pretty nice, but it chipped and it kind of sucked. But it says this ball's Predator. Sorry, I have orange light down right now. I don't have the white fluorescent, but so that's what this looks like. I think it's really cool. I like the plastic one. It's got less weight. You don't feel like it's delicate. But I'm going to be doing the same thing with these sponsons right here. You don't see them clipped yet. They're not magnetized yet. I'm going to be doing the same thing, magnetizing them. You see right here, a little magnet on top of it right there. It's painted silver. You can't really tell. It's shining a little bit. It's on the top. But it clips right there. It has no problem swiveling around, doing a 180. Alright, so that's going to be that. And so this is kind of like piece by piece what the ball predator looked like before I put it together. Of course, it's not glued down. So you have the heavy bolters, the targeters for the heavy bolters, the top hatch where the heavy bolter or the storm bolter goes, the plating coverings for the heavy bolters, the insignia, Blood Angels thing, it's going to go right here, I guess. Then the top latch armor protective plate thing right here. Storm bolter. The other heavy bolter. The covering plate for this assault cannon. And then the two lights that are going to go here and here. So not too many things, but just a lot of little pieces. And then of course the tank has got to be painted separately too. So that's how that's separately put together. But right now I'm going to show you how step by step how I do the painting of this. So I'm going to cut it right now. So I know Windows XP has the editing thing, which I used last time. So I'll have to find on Windows 7, which should have an editing program as well. So that's my only concern, but right now I'm going to show you real quick how to do this. I'm going to cut it again. Just want a little blurb. Go ahead and grab your blood red for this step. We're going to do all the things that need to be blood red, so let's get the metal pieces out of the way and get ready. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to do this. What you want to do is you want to find your flat brush. Don't find yourself a round. You don't want a round for this because this is more surface area. So a round brush is going to take forever. Flat brush has more surface area. Even if you have a bigger flat brush like this one, you can use that one too. I wouldn't use this bigger one because it's got too much surface area. You don't want to put too much paint on it. I'd use either this for maybe some of the tank parts, and the big one for like a lot of the tank surface area. I'd switch between these two and getting in those little nooks and crannies on the tank, this one. Alright. So now you chose your brush right here. Take this. Got the blood red going. Sorry, this is my first time doing this little angle here, so I'm going to make sure I get this in camera as well. So go ahead and dip. Doesn't matter how much you put. Don't put too much though. So here's this. And what I do is I'm going to do the bottom first. I'll do this in steps for you guys. I do the bottom here because these pieces don't go in all the way. They jut out a little bit, and you want to make sure that all the angles are covered. And this part won't be too much treatment on the bottom because it's so dark and placed in there. This is just a little turret piece, so it doesn't have to be detailed at all. So you can kind of see right here, that's the first piece I'm going to do, is that ring on the bottom. I'll do this next part right here real quick, just to show you what it's going to be like as well. Again, sorry about the angle. Try to make sure you guys can see, etc., etc. So go ahead and just. You're a pretty tight group of guys, right? This is going to have a lot of layers, at least 2 red layers on there to prevent streaking. The wash itself really mutes any streaking that you get, but I usually do 2 layers just in case. So don't worry about the first cover. This is just to make sure you get all those little white spots. There's a little white spots in these crevices right here. Alright, see how fast that is? You want to do this twice is what you want to do. So you prevent the streaking. I'm only doing the first layer right now. I want to show you on camera. Only because the second layer, to prevent the streaking, I'm going to do a little bit more careful and a better angle so I can see it. So that part I won't show you, but it's redundant for me to show you. I already told you what I'm doing. Don't really need to. So see that? Like it hasn't even been 2 or 3 minutes, and I've already got like some of these pieces kind of pumped out right now. Probably do that off camera. I'll probably do this one off camera as well because it's gonna get all over my fingers and it'll make a mess. But I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna slap some paint on it real quick, you know. Oop. Here, might as well start working on it. But go ahead and, you know, hit whatever main color you need to hit first. Even if there's metal on the piece, go ahead, because it's going to slow you down. And the detailing part comes afterwards, after the main color. So I'm going to stop it and I'll show you what completed steps look like. Alright, so this is what it looks like afterwards. See, let's put my shadow over there for you. This is with the 2 layers of red, no streaking. So you can see right here, a little bit of the edges are red. That way when you place it, you don't see any white underneath. Here's underneath. I only did 1 layer under there because you only need 1 layer because it's cover plating, and any angles that you get is going to be too dark for anyone to actually notice any real streaking or anything underneath this plating right here. Same with this one, just that ring, that original ring, and then 2 layers on top of that, and then anything in there like those little where the rounds are going through. So I'm doing the same process. Only 1 layer though, because the bolt gun metal itself is really thick and doesn't need to be streaked. Let me see. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the bolt gun metal. I'm going to clip some of this right here, unless I already clipped some of that. Looks like I already clipped some of it. Okay. I clipped some of the chain here because it's really hard to get the chain in. If you clip some of it, it's easier to get through in the last few steps. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so get your bolt gun metal and then get your flat brush right here as well. I'm going to be doing this really quickly. I'm running out of battery, so I'm going to have to stick the battery and get it charged in the downtime. So just go ahead, load it up, and just go ahead and do this. And you can kind of see already how fast I'm going. It beats using a round brush, and you can kind of swirl it around. It'll cover up all those little nooks and crannies. Just ate an English muffin, sorry. So just go ahead and cover all that surface area, and you can see how much faster a flat brush is to a round brush, because you can kind of see when people show their painting, they kind of go like, painting, and this is how you paint, and get the, well, guess what, that's all fun, but it's going to take forever. And even this way, you're just getting the main colors down, and the main colors is the primary, and it's going to be the most of that color. So get past that part and then get to the details. Alright, you can cut it, and I'm going to finish this up and put the battery in.